Hey, how you doing? This is Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books and marketing expert covering false accuser arrested after telling police she lied about false claim of assault. Let's get into the story. Before we do, please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys. Coming from AOL.com, man spends 30 days in prison wrongly accused in Langhorne attack. Now the accuser's in jail. And from 6abc.com, woman admits to lying about attack in parking lot, innocent man freed from jail. And that's according to the local district attorney. And from Fox 29 Philadelphia, Bucks County woman's false accusation could stop assault victims from coming forward. This 20-year-old woman decided she would put in a false claim of assault and attempted kidnapping against someone that she really didn't even know. Wasn't a boyfriend, wasn't someone from school. It was someone that was older than her, a man. And she just went and made up this story. There's some information on this to explain why did she even do this. It certainly wasn't his fault. He's the victim here. But it's incredible to think this could happen any day of the week, anywhere you are in the country. Someone could just accuse you of something you never did. I've done a number of these stories based on Title IX accusations in colleges because they don't have normal due process, usually in a college setting. But this is outside a college setting with more serious due process rights, yet somehow this fake claim caused the man to get stuck in jail for 30 days. As of now, he's released, she's in jail, and she's facing some serious charges, not as serious as what he was facing, and he's been freed to go. From AOL, man spends 30 days in prison, wrongly accused in Langhorne attack, now accuser's in jail. A 20-year-old Bristol Township woman who claims she was attacked at a Midtown shopping center has been charged with making up the incident, which kept a Bucks County man incarcerated for 31 days. Anjela Borisova called 911 on the evening of April 16, claiming that a man attacked her as she got out of her car to go grocery shopping at Redner supermarket in Langhorne Square Shopping Center off Lincoln Highway, according to police. Urumova claimed that the man attacked her from behind, punched her in the face, and then tried to carry her toward a pickup truck before she broke free and he got back into his pickup truck, which was parked near hers. This is what she claimed. None of this actually happened. A pickup truck matching the one Urumova described the attacker as driving was captured by license plate readers a quarter mile away minutes before the attack, according to police. The day after the alleged assault, Middletown police showed Urumova photos of 8 men, and she identified the pickup truck owner as one of 2 potential suspects. She claimed she was 60% sure the man she identified was her attacker, according to a probable cause affidavit for Urumova. The suspect she identified also drove a pickup like the one she described the attacker as driving, according to police. Urumova later confirmed the mugshot of the suspect was definitely the subject who attacked her, the affidavit said. The man was arrested the next day on multiple felony charges, including attempted assault and kidnapping. He remained incarcerated on $1 million bail until he was released on May 17th after charges against him were withdrawn. He was publicly identified by authorities. Urumova's story began to unravel shortly after the arrest, when Bucks County detectives and the Middletown Police Department received information from the man's family that, quote, warranted further investigation, according to an affidavit of probable cause. Middletown police collected and reviewed available surveillance video from multiple business owners in the areas of the reported attack. The video footage showed Urumova's pickup truck in the parking lot around the time of the alleged attack, but did not show the man's pickup truck or any similar pickup trucks traveling through the path Urumova claimed the vehicle took to exit the shopping center, the affidavit said. I don't know what this woman was thinking. She's not stupid either. I mean, I don't know her, and I don't know a lot about her. I went to her Facebook page for more cool pictures. This is the coolest one I could find. It was on her LinkedIn. According to her LinkedIn, she's an aspiring surgeon with a passion for cardiology. According to another one of these articles, she's working as a nurse. Or at least she was working as a nurse. That doesn't sound like a dummy to me. I don't know what goes through people's head. She must have just snapped or something. It's just wild to think you walk the streets with the same people that all of a sudden could just victimize you like this because of some personal problem they're having. That's the only thing I could possibly imagine is she just went nuts. I mean, she is smart enough to know that there are video cameras around in parking lots these days. It's not that rare that there's video surveillance of things. And what did she think was going to happen? I mean, 31 days in prison for that guy who was falsely accused is a long time. You would hope that they would have done some more of this research and check surveillance cameras prior to this to get the evidence they needed to either go forward or to disprove the claim. I'm sure he said he was innocent the whole time, but 31 days must seem like an eternity when you're falsely accused of something like this. This is his whole life he was looking at. He's still not going to be completely believed by everyone, regardless of what happens to this person who lied about him. A county detective conducted a forensic review of Urumova's cell phone, which showed all the data associated with a Snapchat app had been deleted from the phone before law enforcement received the device for examination, the affidavit said. Well, that's tampering with evidence now. That's obstruction of justice. They should really go after her for that too. I hope they do. The investigation found multiple inconsistencies and contradictory information with Urumova's account of the attack, according to authorities. When detectives confronted her with the findings on May 17th, Urumova admitted making up the entire incident and confirmed no assault occurred, according to the affidavit. And if that's not enough, listen to this. She told detectives that she did not know the man she accused. She targeted the suspect and his pickup truck because she had seen them both previously at the shopping center and described the man as creepy, according to the affidavit. Oh, he's the creepy one. Well, maybe not. Maybe she's the creepy one. When detectives asked her if she planned to tell the truth at any point, Urumova replied that she planned to fess up at some point before the man's preliminary hearing, which was scheduled for June. Quote, Urumova provided an excuse to law enforcement as to why she falsely reported the attack. The excuse had nothing to do with any prior interaction with the suspect. Urumova was arraigned on 7 misdemeanor charges, including multiple counts of filing false reports and tampering with evidence on May 20th. She was sent to Bucks County Correctional Center in lieu of $30,000 bail. She had no legal representative listed, according to the docket. At some point, they'll give her a public defender if she can't afford an attorney. But this kind of a lie is really an assault. Somehow she should be charged with assault. If you accuse someone of doing something and it comes out that that's completely false, you should be subject to the same penalty that you subjected someone else to under your false accusation. From 6abc.com, woman admits to lying about attack in parking lot. Innocent man freed from jail. All charges have been dropped against Daniel Pearson, who was originally arrested in the case. He spent a month behind bars before his release. Urumova initially claimed she was attacked by a man from behind after she parked her truck. But more than a month after the investigation, police say there were multiple inconsistencies with Urumova's account of the attack. Officers say data pulled from Urumova's iPhone and surveillance video in the parking lot contradicted her story of events. And what's the true story with this woman? What's really been going on with her? We don't know, but it seems like it has something to do with her ex-boyfriend and something to do with her grandmother that she's taking care of. Listen to this. When asked why she chose Pearson, the guy who was released, she says that she saw the truck and Pearson in the parking lot of her previous employer in the past and thought he was creepy. Urumova reportedly told officers she used the description of her then-boyfriend's clothing to describe Pearson. Then-boyfriend implies that it's not currently her boyfriend. This was just like a month ago. So what happened there? We don't know. Maybe the information is in her Snapchat that she deleted. As for the injuries she claimed to have suffered, Urumova allegedly admitted that she suffered a laceration on her lip during an altercation with a family member. Quote, her grandmother, who Urumova claims suffered from dementia, did not recognize her as she entered the house and threw a plastic object at her, striking her in the lip. This incident allegedly caused a laceration to her lip that she later blamed on Pearson, according to the criminal complaint. And that makes me wonder, is she an honest enough person that she's telling the truth about her grandmother? Are they going to research this and really find out if her grandmother does suffer from dementia? Or if maybe that's just another lie? Maybe that's her boyfriend that hurt her somehow and she decided she needed to blame someone or she was angry at men? I don't know what happened. I'm just speculating, but at least I'm not filing false criminal complaints. Urumova was charged with 1 count each of false alarm to an agency of public safety and tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, 2 counts of false reports, and 3 counts of unsworn falsification to authorities. And this affects more than just her and her victim. This affects other people who are in real situations who now may be reluctant to report them because they may fear, hey, what am I going to get accused of if I accuse someone of doing something to me? Maybe I'll get sent to jail like this Urumova does. From Fox 29 Philadelphia, Bucks County woman's false accusation could stop assault victims from coming forward. A 20-year-old woman is out on bail after investigators say she admitted to lying about an attempted assault and kidnapping in the parking lot of a grocery store in Middletown last month. The father of the man accused told Fox 29's Kelly Rule that the whole ordeal has been horrible, not only for his son, but for the entire family. There's also an impact on the community and on how current and future victims of assault crimes feel about coming forward. Quote, it's a horrible thing to make up, horrible. It's really a great point, because these are crimes that if somebody commits them, they'll commit them again and again until they get stopped. So if there are a number of attacks that happen and no one's reporting them because they're afraid of the repercussions of reporting them, that situation is just going to continue and get worse. It does damage all of society. We all have to respect the rule of law. Suzanne McHale had concerns about shopping in the Langhorne Square Shopping Center after police announced an arrest for an attempted assault and kidnapping in Redner's parking lot. Only to find out this week that 20-year-old Anjela Urumova fabricated the entire story, according to the Bucks County District Attorney's Office. Quote, it's terrible for other customers that were probably in fear. It is damaging. It's a bad thing all around. It shouldn't be done. It's bad for local businesses. People could lose their jobs over this because the businesses aren't getting trafficked anymore. People are afraid to go to those businesses. It affects the victim. It affects the victim's entire family, what they've all been going through over this time. Urumova also probably has relatives, and those relatives are also now part of all this. They never asked for anything like that. All because this young woman seems to have lost her mind. Did she do it for attention? Did she do it to get attention from that boyfriend of hers? We don't know. Hopefully that comes out and we can do a follow-up to this story. Something is really not right there. When there's victimization, usually there's a cycle of victimization. It goes beyond just one person. Quote, assault is one of the most traumatic things a person can go through. It takes tremendous courage to come forward, said Edward Luca, first assistant district attorney for Bucks County. These allegations were absolutely false. Luca says the wrongly accused man's exoneration is the result of taking all allegations of assault seriously, but also seeing the investigation through to the end. And the district attorney's office plans to take the case against Urumova just as seriously. Quote, cases like this feed into, I guess, the stereotype or notion that true victims that have truly been traumatized and victimized might not be telling the truth, says Luca. If this stops even one person, the victim, from coming forward, that's irreparable harm as well. The police investigators should spend significant time with this young woman, figure out what has been going on in her life. If she's caring for her grandmother, for example, and her grandmother really does have dementia, it is possible that her grandmother could have thrown something at her and injured her, but maybe that injury was from someone else. What happened with this boyfriend? It seems like they are asking some questions. They don't have all the information in the article. But what's going on in this person's life that caused them to do something so thoughtless, especially with the intelligence that she seems to have? She wants to be a cardiologist, a surgeon? That's not something that dummies want to do. It's a smart person that lost their mind. But it makes you wonder, if dumb people can lose their mind and smart people can lose their mind, what's wrong with society today that things like this are going on? Let me know what you think of all this in the comments below. Always love to see your ideas. Please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon with another story. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.